Emma's going to join us. We got a nice. It's going to get the sign back there. That's good. Gotta love that. Gotta get that on camera. Gotta get that on tape.
Are we good?
Now, who are your two? I know the one friend is your sister Jillian, and your other friend
That's
is
Meredith.
Meredith. Last name again?
Fetty.
Gotcha. Helping you out with a big sign. Emma, how about that big win back on Tuesday? I saw that game. Big win last night. A lot of big wins.
It was.
This has been a fun year for you so far.
It has, yes, sir.
What's made it happen? What's clicking for this team right now?
I think we just have kind of like a newfound confidence. We have a new coach, and he's really, really, really good at what he does.
Sometimes change is good.
Yeah, definitely. That we are an example of that. Coach Johnson is a really good coach. He knows what he's doing, and he really, really trusts us seniors, and he knows that we know what we're doing on the court, and he trusts us, and I think that gives us confidence, which helps us, kind of boost the team along. So I think that's really been a really good change.
And as a senior, he's letting you play too, right?
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes that's good. Not just letting you play as far as minutes go, but letting you play your game.
Yes, sir, yeah.
Which is good. So about your game, let's break this down a bit. One of the things I had to get on tonight was got to get on that shot. We got to break down the Emma Hurd three-point shot. We're not going to give all the details away, but just kind of break it down for us. First of all, the shot, your three-point shot. First of all, it's kind of a quick setup. Tell us about the setup for the shot.
I don't know. I just kind of spot up in the corner, and I'll get a pass. And usually defenders running at me, so I try to get it off as quick as I can. But
I mentioned that in the breakdown. Are the feet set, or are you on the move?
My feet are set.
Gonna be set, kind of a set shot. Talk about the release. You mentioned a quick release.
Quick.
Very quick release.
Very quick, yeah.
And it's a high-arcing shot.
It is. It is.
Yeah. And then the ending, nothing but net.
Yes, sir.
I mean, that's one I told your coach. It's one of the smoothest shots going through I've ever seen. It doesn't hit anything. The shot is working for you when it's right. It goes nothing.
Yeah.
Straight through.
Yeah. It's exciting. Yeah.
How did you kind of break that shot and perfect it? How did you get that shot going?
I honestly don't know. It kind of just came towards the beginning of the season.
Because you don't expect the bigger to step out and shoot shots. And they take shots like that. Make shots like that.
Yeah. It kind of just came to me in the beginning of the season. I don't know. Coach Wood, she's our assistant coach. She's really helped me with it. Larry
Owens was there last year too, though, right?
She was, yeah.
Yeah, your shot was there last year. That same shot.
A little bit, yeah. And then Larry Owens from GDS, I always worked out with him. He helped me a lot with my shot.
Larry Owens,
yeah.
And think about the shot. I mean, I'm not trying to take it too far, but
do
you need some screens? Oh, you better without the screen. Do you need the screen or no screen?
I like to get the ball mostly from when the ball or when our point guard drives into the paint and draws the defender and kicks it out. I love that shot.
So you don't necessarily have to have the screen because you get the ball and it's a quick shot anyway.
Yeah. I love off the dribble drive.
Did you start that shot out in the course of the inside game? Did you start that at home, out back in the drive?
A little bit, yeah. I play with my neighbor Josh, and I like to.
Who is Josh? What's Josh's last name?
Josh Feaster. He's number 21 on the men's team.
He's on your men's team?
Yes, he is. Yes.
Wow, John. What was Josh's last name again?
Feaster.
Feaster. I don't know him at all. I mean, it's kind of neat to get some names like that. So you guys worked on that shot outside then?
We did.
Super job. And is it? Let's break it down further. Do you shoot the free throws the same exact way?
No.
Free throws are different.
Very different.
So not as high an arcing shot.
No.
Okay. How are the free throws different? How do you shoot your free throws? You make a bunch of those too.
I take a lot of time on my free throws, and I set my feet up a little bit differently, where one foot's back, my left foot's usually back, and it's a lot more of like arm strength in my free throws, which is kind of a weakness too. But you can definitely tell when I'm fatigued when I shoot my free throws, and it's a lot lower arc, and I just try to get it towards the back of the rim, but like a little bit short.
So you go on to the back of the rim or the front of the rim?
Back. That's where I am, yeah.
Okay. So for some people, you might be shooting a little bit long in some cases. How many dribbles?
Two on the first one on the second one.
So if you're shooting two free throws, you dribble twice in the first one and once in the second one?
I do.
You don't do the same every time. Wow. What about 1 and 1? So it's the same anyway. 2 on the first and
one and one, yeah.
Wow, interesting. Breaking that shot down, Emma Hurd. Why would you say Paige is at 7-2 right now to begin the year with all the changes going on? You're moving forward in a positive way. Why are you at 7-2? You feel like?
Definitely going back on the whole confidence theme. We're just such a confident team right right now. And also we're such a new team. It's a whole new lineup. And myself and Jillian and Ava, we've all been able to step up in new roles where we don't have to rely on like one player. And I know for me, it's just a whole new, like newfound confidence. Like I'm not afraid to shoot the ball anymore. I know like what I'm allowed to do and what I can and can't do, and it's the same way for Jillian and Ava as well. And also Nicolette, our point guard, she brings a whole new energy to the team, and she's definitely not afraid to use her dribble. And I just think that's why we're 7-2. We have a really good bench, a strong bench. They're always hyping us up on the bench.
What did you learn from those West Forsyth losses? What did you take away from them? What was your takeaway from those games?
Definitely, we need to stay composed more. When we get down, we tend to get flustered. And we kind of turn into like a one-man team where it's like a pass and shot. And definitely we need to stay composed more and just realize that our players are going to work. You know, if a team presses us, beat them with passes. Yeah, so that's what we took away.
Here is a question too. How many of the girls that came with you to the Shane's Rib Shack, or show we did there, you girls were like in 8th grade back then, back with Coach Shelton. How many girls off that time? I think we had about 5 kids show up that night. I remember yourself, Emma, we had Jillian, we had Ava. Who else came that night? Where are they today?
Malin Brady, she's playing at GDS.
Oh, man,
she's
so
still doing
was
good.
There that night. Wow.
Yeah.
She got the Billy scholarship.
She did,
too.
yeah. She was always very smart.
Good stuff.
And then Bridget Simmons is GDS, or not GDS, sorry, Bishop McGinnis.
Wow.
And she's doing really well there.
Good stuff all the way. How important is it for your team to win this HAECO tournament? How big would that be?
It's a big goal. Previously, in my middle school years, Paige had always dominated. They were always, in the championship game and stuff. And then when we came, just a whole new group of talent showed up too. So I think it's really important for not only the team, but us seniors to like kind of show our dominance and take home a trophy this year.
Can you beat Northern Guilford with Canaan? Can you beat them without Canaan?
I think so.
Can you beat them with Canaan?
I think so. Northern without Elisa is they were still a strong team, and I think a lot of people overlook that. Like when we beat them the first time, they said, "Well, you beat them out without Cunane," and I think they always overlook like Mercedes. She's such a strong player. I played AAU with her. She's such a good player, and Cassie has such a good shot, and I think they overlook that. And I think Cunane coming in, we had a game plan set up for it, and I think it's a good game plan. So I think with that we could get a win there.
You change your game against Canaan. You have to focus more on defense.
Yeah.
You better get some help on offense.
Yeah.
If I'm playing her, I'm saying, Coach, I'm going to play defense all night long. Maybe get a shot or two off, but I got to cover this big girl.
It's
so
a
you change your game against her then.
It is, yeah.
What do you got to do to keep her out of the lane, man? Because she's coming in there.
Just be aggressive. You got to use your body and get her out.
Set up early.
Yeah.
You got to get her from the beginning.
Yeah, you got to get her, pick her up at half court.
And then stay with her runway, and then cut her off so she doesn't come inside.
Yep.
Busy year for you at Page this year, right? Busy year.
Yeah, very busy year.
Fill us in on all that's going on this year for you. I've got a list of things over here. Homecoming night, all those good things.
Well, I'm currently in the IB program, so school is kind of tough right now. But I'm also the student body YRC of our student council. I'm also the co-president of Principals Council. I'm the secretary for National Honor Society, and then school, a lot of classwork, and then basketball, and then a couple of stuff outside of the classroom.
You still doing the Fellowship of Christian Athletes?
No, I stopped that sophomore year.
I remember I saw you at Wendy's one night. Your crew was up there back during the summer one evening. Now here's the thing that impressed me the most. Homecoming night at Page, and I'm going in, hauling my equipment in to get set up for us for a broadcast, and see you out there. You're back there with a guy who had a rental truck, and he's unloaded tables and chairs. You're in the back of the truck, and you're signing off at the delivery. You're running the show that night.
Yeah.
What was that about?
That was my role as student body YRC. It's a youth recreation coordinator. So the next day we had, I was in charge of homecoming court that night, and then I was in charge of the homecoming dance the next day, and we had to order tables and chairs, and I had waited like 30 minutes for them to show up, and I was so stressed, and finally they got there, so that I got in there, signed the papers, and I helped them carry in chairs, and I had to run home too and get ready because I was on homecoming court that night too.
Wow, what a time, what a time. Here's the easy thing. To win the title, what do you got to do? Because you want to win it your senior year.
Yeah, I try to be as good as a person as I can to anybody, and that's one thing one of my teachers brought up to me. He said, in order to win like homecoming queen, it's not like you don't ask for votes and stuff. Like your peers nominate you, and you just have to be a good person in general. And that really made me feel good. You just have to be a good person. And
is it the same way to win the basketball title? You do the same things?
No. You got to be a little bit more aggressive in basketball. Gotta
grind it out there.
You do.
Different personality, right?
Yeah, that's what a lot of my friends say too. They I was talking to my friend the other day, and she said, like, looking at Emma on the basketball court is so different from what you would get in like a classroom or an outside setting, where Emma's just like intimidating on the court, and you wouldn't want to mess with her. And then like in the classroom, one of like the nicest people.
I think the hard part probably is, say you're in the HAECO, you want to win it for sure, be the titleist, but if you don't win, you've got to have that ability as an older player, older team member to respond and get ready for the conference after that. You've got to have two scenarios written up. You've got to be prepared both ways. Because if you let that get you after you lose that tournament, it messes up your whole conference season, and you got to put the focus in mind to try to win that Metro 4A, and that's not going to be the easy task against Northwest and Elizabeth Tiffany and all those crazy people too.
It'll be tough. You know, you just got to be ready for both. Hope for the best.
What's the key to your MO, you think? For Emma, the MO for Emma, what's the key?
Just stay calm. You know, I have to realize that people may be relying on me to help win the game, so I just have to stay calm and stay in my own head and do what I can to help the team win.
Excellent job. Thank you much.
Thank you.
Emma Hurd with us from Kickback Jacks.